welcome to Get Your Money Right 101. This is lesson 26. In lesson 26, we're going to be talking about debt and creating a debt elimination plan. So in the last 5 years, I have paid off 2 student loans. Yes, not only do I still have a student loan because of business school, but I had 2 student loans from undergrad and 1 from business school for a certificate that I did after my MBA. So I've paid off those loans, and I also paid off 3 credit cards, and I've also paid off about 5 or 6 different personal loans from family and friends. So you could say that I had a lot of debt. So how did I do it? How did I knuckle down and actually pay off all my student loans from undergrad, from B school, and also credit cards, all that? Well, one of the things that I did was I created a debt elimination strategy. Then I created a plan on how to make the strategy a reality. My strategy was very simple. I just decided, well, in the next 5 years, I'm going to pay off all these loans, and the only loans that I want are my grad school loans and then a mortgage. So I just got a mortgage now, but even that for me, even though I do consider it good debt, is still something that I want to eliminate so that I can start getting into real estate investment. Because once we free ourselves from debt, we have discretionary income that we can use to invest in much more interesting and exciting things. And also we can start to save, to do all those things that we've been putting off because we've been worried about this debt. So this is why debt is so stressful, because it actually kind of keeps us jailed to jobs we don't want, imprisoned to people we don't want to be married to, all sorts of crazy situations because we have all this debt that we want to pay off. So how do you create a debt elimination plan? Well, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to pause this video and go and download worksheet 26 under lesson 26. So once you're done, come back and we'll get started on creating a debt elimination strategy. Okay, welcome back. So now you've got worksheet 26. Before we even get started, I have to stress again, the thing that I've been talking about throughout this entire course is that if you want to pay off your debt, the fastest way to do it is to increase your income and create multiple streams of income. So one of the things that I totally did was I created multiple streams of income to help me pay off my debt, especially for the student loans, because it was quite a hefty chunk, as you can imagine, from undergrad. So one of the things that I did do was I did things like waitressing, I wrote articles, I coached people, I tutored. So I just allowed myself to create multiple streams of income and used most of the money that was coming in from all the multiple sources to pay towards the debt. Okay, now that I've got that out of the way, I just felt that I had to tell you, I would like us to work on worksheet 26. In worksheet 26, you will see that there are 5 columns. The first column says type of debt / name of creditor, and the second is outstanding amount. The next, a monthly installment, and after that it's months left to pay, and the final, and right at the bottom you'll see there's a total figure right under the outstanding amount. So I want you to list all your debt in ascending order. So start off by listing your smallest debt and all the way to the largest debt, and write again how much you have outstanding, the monthly installments, how many months you've got left to pay. Now that you see these, now that you've listed all your debts in ascending order, I want you to go to the first debt and just cross off that amount and double your monthly installment. So cross off the monthly installment and double your monthly installment instead. The idea, and if you can triple it, please by all means triple it. And the reason why I'm asking you to do this is because I want you to work on paying off that small debt as fast as possible and getting it totally out of the way as soon as possible. Once you're done paying off that debt, I want you to take all that monthly installment that you were paying towards that debt and get on to the next debt, the second debt, and use all that money to pay off the second debt. And once you're done paying off the second debt, go on to the next debt. So you get the idea. The idea is that you want to free up, as you want to pay off the first debts, as the smaller debts, as fast as possible. The reason for that is A, it motivates you, and B, it allows you to focus on the major bazooka debts. Once you get the small debts out of the way, you can take all your energy and all those monies that you were using to pay off smaller debts and pay them all and use all those monies to pay off the bigger debts. I guarantee you this works every time. So if you've got lots and lots of debt like I did, you can totally do it, and then you can focus all your energy and attention on paying off the major debts. I would also like to add that you want, at the same time that you're paying off your debts, you should also be thinking of creating an emergency fund. So think of creating an emergency savings fund. The reason for this is because whenever emergencies arise and we don't have this emergency savings fund, we tend to go right back into creating other debts. So we get a bank loan, we bring out the credit cards, all those kinds of things, because these are unplanned events that are happening in our lives and they're just not in our budget. So if you can save 10% every month towards your emergency fund, it will really, really go a long way, and it will stop you from getting a loan or creating any new debt whenever life's unexpected emergencies happen. So that being said, I will leave you with a quote by Ogden Nash, and he says, "Some debts are fun when you're acquiring them, but none are fun when you set about retiring them." Oh, the truth of that statement. It's never fun to have to retire our debts, but I guarantee you there's nothing more freeing than knowing that you are actually on your way to financial freedom and you owe a lot less people than you did a month ago or a year ago. It totally changes your outlook, and you start to feel so excited about what you can do with your finances, and it also refocuses your attention from paying this person and paying that person to investing. What can I do to make my money work for me? I will see you in lesson 27, where we'll be discussing the shame of debt. In the meantime, have a spectacular day.